Hi everyone and welcome to Precious Jewels Ministries Children's segment. I am so happy to see all of you all today, and I want to say happy Father's Day to those in Dominican Republic because I understand it's your Father's Day today. So boys and girls, today we are going to talk about being responsible. But before we get into our story, I just want to invite you adults to join me this Tuesday on the Precious Jewels Ministries Family Forum platform where we will be discussing another women's health topic. And this week we are going to be talking about polycystic ovaries and endometriosis. So please join us on Tuesday for another special women's reproductive health topic. Ephesians chapter 4 verse 32 says, "Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other just as Christ forgave you." And that's the NIV version. And Ephesians is in the New Testament. The King James Version says, "Be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God has forgiven you." Be careful, little hands, what you do. Be careful, little hands, what you do. There's a Father up above, looking down with tender love. So be careful, little hands, what you do. Be careful. Be careful, little hands, what you do. Be careful, little hands, what you do. There's a Father up above, looking down with tender love. So be careful, little hands, what you do. Hi, boys and girls. How are you today? Today, we are going to talk about being responsible or accountability. It's a big word, but we are going to learn as we go along. And what I want to say to you is when you are in school and you see your teacher with a red pen, you begin to get nervous. And you get more nervous if you see too many of these red marks on your paper. That may say you don't have a good grade. You might be scared to even take that home to mom and dad if you see too many red marks on your paper. That says maybe you got a lot of X's and a lot of corrections. Maybe your spelling was incorrect and your punctuation was bad. Maybe your grammar was also bad. Or maybe you didn't add correctly. Sometimes, the teacher will ask you to exchange papers and let your friends grade it. If you have lots of answers wrong, and that person is your friend, because that person is your friend, they may cheat and you may end up with a better grade. Now, the teacher may not find out and you may end up with a grade that you didn't work for, right? You know what that means? You and your friend cheated, especially if you knew that your friend was going to cheat for you, and that is wrong. But what happens if your teacher checks the paper and realizes that you knew that your friend did it on purpose? Your grade is going to go down. You might both be given an F for cheating, or maybe the teacher will call in your parents, and that will bring a lot of trouble, right? Sometimes when we cheat like this, we think we are being a good friend, or we think that our friend is being a good friend. Some people think good friendship is lying for someone or helping someone hide something that is wrong that they did, but it's not. Right? In order to be a good friend, we have to sometimes correct one another. In order to be a good friend, we have to take responsibility for what we did. And the older we get, we are going to see bigger temptations that could be very damaging to your future. The older you get, you're going to get bigger temptations. But we have to be responsible enough to make the right choice. Sometimes when we see money, we get excited, even if it doesn't belong to us. And sometimes people are tempted to steal money. And some people eventually they do steal. And you know what happens? You can go to jail for a very long time. And you can spoil your future if you are not responsible enough to say, I will not steal. You can spoil your future by going to jail, right? Or if you continue stealing, you may go on your job and steal and you're going to get fired. And then no one wants to give you a reference or a recommendation to go on another job because in their eyes, you're a thief. We can be tempted to lie or cheat or even use bad words, obscene language. What kind of friend will you like to have around you then? One who will tell you to go ahead and do it even if it's wrong? Or one who will say, no, let's make a better choice? Are you going to be a friend that follows the crowd? Or are you going to be a friend who is responsible to lead the crowd to do the right thing? Or step away from the crowd if others are not going to make the right choice and obey God's voice? What kind of friend are you going to be? Would you be the friend that will make the right choice? Boys and girls, I want you to choose to be responsible today and to obey God. God bless you. Be careful, little hands, what you do. Be careful, little hands, what you do. There's a Father up above, looking down with tender love. So be careful, little hands, what you do. Be careful, little eyes, what you see. Be careful, little eyes, what you see. There's a Father up above, looking down with tender love. So be careful, little eyes, what you see. Thank you so much for listening, boys and girls. And I hope, this lesson meant something to you. And I want you to remember that God loves you. And I want you to remember that you are precious. We are all precious in God's sight. Don't forget, click that like button and turn on your notifications and share with a friend. Precious Jewels Ministries is also on YouTube. So subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can see all our videos. Don't forget to join me this Tuesday evening for the Family Forum platform where we will be discussing another women's health topic. Have a good day and remember that you are precious. We are all precious in God's sight.